Oh yeah, I wish I can rap like he does, but hey, no one can do it better than the king himself. And as I promised you earlier, I have the man in the studio. He is a BET Award winner, one of the greatest hip-hop artists in Africa, in fact, the whole wide world. And also, he has inspired a lot of people with his journey because whatever platform he gets, he just likes to motivate, especially young people out there. And also, I understand he is the sixth richest artist in Africa by Forbes. So we will be finding out more. And you know what? It's going to rain on me today. I'm so honored to have him here, but check this out. What do you feel like when you watch his works? I am very much inspired every single time, and I'm so honored, as I said earlier, to have him here. Sarkodie, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Wow. So, one word, when you see yourself, especially your journey from the beginning, what's the one word you use to describe your journey?
Passion. Yeah, I see passion too. I was just watching the video. Without passion, you can't do this. I loved it to the core, and I still love it.
Also, let's talk about the fact that, I have noticed that in other countries, when we mention a few artists from Ghana, people who are doing incredibly well, your name is part of it. What do you do in particular that makes you stand out?
People say they want to go further, but I really mean it if I say I want to go further. So at a point in time, I knew that I had to take Africa, at least the continent, if not the world, 100%, Africa 100%. So it was, I had to meditate on that and work towards that, to be in the whole of Africa. And I did do that through various means, just collaborations, to do the songs that can relate to Africa, not just Ghana. Find ways to make your rap appealing to somebody who doesn't understand your language. So yes, it was mainly a thought to be recognized in Africa. And I thank God. I think we as humans can hope for stuff, but God makes it possible. So I thank you for making that dream come true.
Of course, and you say it every time in all your works, especially Glory. I love that song. It inspires me a lot. What would you say is the most rewarding moment in your life so far?
Am I open to
Yes.
I don't know if you're limiting it to music.
Music, any other field?
Yeah, having my daughter that was a big moment for me. And it's hard to compare anything to it. It's way more than getting an award. It's more than anything that has happened to me. I appreciate the blessings that God has given to me, but this is the biggest blessing. Yeah.
What would you say you do differently since fatherhood?
I've not really changed, but I'm very careful as a human being. I will not be perfect. I'm human at the same time. But then, having a daughter, you feel like you have a responsibility to be I've always known myself to be a role model, but this one is you really see the person every morning. This is somebody that you can't be a hypocrite around, So it makes it a bit difficult, but then I enjoy it. I've always loved kids, and this is mine. So I'm taking it one day at a time.
I think so many people always want to see the positive side when it comes to their role models. So whenever you go wrong, it tarnishes everything you've done so far.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to people, and what in particular they should take from their role models?
I think role models are, first and foremost, you need to understand they're human beings. So any emotions that you have, they have the same thing. We are not robots. Just because I'm on TV doesn't mean Sarkodie is on autopilot when it comes to living life. We are, in a way, sacrificing our lives for your entertainment, but then again, we are still humans. So there are things that can happen that you will be disappointed, but then again, you need to remind yourself, I'm human, you know. I have certain lifestyles that you appreciate. That doesn't make me perfect, you know. So I think the pressure on us to, not me, but I think most artists want to really please, you know, the fans. So it makes it very hard. Naturally for me, I'm a quiet person. People think I'm trying to like put a picture out that I'm the best human being in life. I don't like this. It's just not me. I actually, because of showbiz is why I'm actually being more open and, you know, try to like socialize a bit more, because I'm really the quiet type who like to stay at home. You know, so naturally my persona would attract certain type of people who are also kind of similar, who relate to you. You know, that's why there's diverse role models that you can go with. So I just want people to understand that we're human beings and mistakes are bound to happen.
Talking about what you do and what you put out there, how do you now react to negativities, especially from the public, on your social media, every area of your life?
I really don't deal with it, if that's the right way to put it. I don't deal with negativity. I don't have to, because if it's true and then I have to respond to it, then I will. You know, but then I've grown to understand that you can't choose to be great and not have all these things come at you. You know, so it's either you want to stay at home and not have problems. It's like people who want to be rich. Are you ready for the responsibility? You know, because rich men don't sleep. They really have sleepless nights. They have panic attacks. They have unnecessary headaches for no reason. They don't enjoy the money that they are making because they need to keep the money going. So are you ready for the responsibilities that comes with being rich? Are you ready for the responsibilities that comes with being famous? And I came in the game without the intention of trying to catch fame, but that came with the game. I had to go with it. I wasn't ready for it, but I need to be prepared, because I can't be scared and say I'll stay home and not do music because of negative comments. I have to do it. So at this point, in the beginning, I will not lie. I was young, I was vulnerable. So a comment, which in actual fact doesn't mean anything, meant something to me in the beginning. But now, what I've been able to beat through time. A comment can't slow me. So a tabloid, a comment, if it's not true, it's just negative, whatever. You can't control that, but I really don't care and I don't deal with it.
You've used your voice for road safety campaigns and a whole lot more, like when it comes to vital issues in the society. You recently made a request to the president. Yeah. Have you received any response yet?
Obviously, people know that if I really want to meet the president, I'm not going to put it out on Twitter. It was to spark up a conversation. You know, if I wanted to meet the president, there's a protocol that you need to go through. But definitely, that doesn't mean I was joking. You know, I just put out that tweet because of, you know, the current condition of the economy here in Ghana. I think a lot of people that I've met behind doors that are complaining about it. Myself, I feel it's a bit rigid at this point, and Ghanaians are feeling the same. So I just said that openly, to just start a conversation. If not necessarily meeting the president, we still have to have a conversation about it. Because normally what I do is I just go and do music. And maybe there's something that we need to attack, because it happened in the previous government, it's happening now. Maybe there's a conversation we need to have for the people to understand that there's these things that we are trying to patch up. That is what is making the country seem that way. Then we have hope that something can happen. But then if you are just left like that, it gives some of these young guys no choice than to turn to things that is not necessary. The females as well, the young girls, if somebody wants to give you money in this hard time, you know, to do something that you don't want to do, you might want to do it. And these are things that we want to prevent. So we have conversations that give the young ones hope that it's going to be okay. This is why it's hard. So that's mainly the idea behind the tweet.
But what are some of these areas that you think are overlooked by the community?
I'm not in a position to understand the broad idea of economics here in Ghana. It's a conversation that when we have, we might be able to understand it, but not into details how countries are run. But if you ask me from an artist perspective and what I've seen with any strong countries that we all wish to go, is the pride in themselves. And pride, if you have pride, people think it's bad, but then it affects a lot because your decision is very long term. So it makes you think centuries from now. So my pride, like a typical example, if you want to give me a bag of money to take my rights of my music, I can take the money. But because of my pride, I'll say no. But then my daughter will grow up when I'm dead. She will come and sell the music, do my merchandise, use daddy's face to eat. So that is long term. But I'm skipping you giving me $2 million or $3 million at this point. But because I'm thinking about generational wealth. So I think every country, let's be real, most countries are strong because of their pride. You know, you can't go to America just to negotiate easily. You can't go there to say, I want to own this factory and then control this side of America. It's not easy. You can't go to China and do that. And that's why these powerful countries are powerful. Africa is struggling because of the pride that we don't have. You know, they make you seem like you don't have anything. So when they have conversations, they use the bag of money. So these contracts that I think we are taking money, we are owing. So with time, it piles up. You know, but when the pride comes in, we can be a bit rigid and might not make, you know, the monies that we want to make from the budgets that we're taking outside. But then again, we can utilize what we have here. You know, so it's a conversation. It's very long, but I think our pride and our love for the country and our long-term goals is what's going to sustain us.
And also to end that respect. Okay, yeah. So now let's talk about music. I think a few times I've seen stories or heard artists. Even yesterday, Sefa was here. Sefa from Black Avenue Music, okay. And she says she's been trying to, you know, reach you to do a joint collaboration. I think few artists have also made their opinions known about working with you. Would you say they're not going through like the right procedure in reaching you? What is it actually?
Yeah, maybe that can be possible. Because for her, I've never heard that she wanted to do a song with me from no one. You know, so, but mainly it depends on the song. If I hear the song, it's a go. If I like it, that's it. Sometimes I do songs I don't even know the people. I go to studios and then they're playing someone's song and I'll go like, I like it, I want to jump on it. Later on, they will tell the person a Sarkodie jump on it. And there are channels like my management that you can go through and I'll get it. But coming from her, I think she is signed to D Black.
Yes.
So that'll be way easier. You know, D Black, she send the song. And then any other artist, if we don't have personal, you know, relationship or we don't talk or you don't have my contacts, I think anyone that you know close to the team, just get the music to him or her, and then when it gets to me and I like it, I'll jump on it.
It is Christmas and it's a season of giving, and you over the years you've gifted people with Rapperholic.
Yeah.
You know, even though this particular edition is yet to happen,
yeah.
But for you personally, what is on your Christmas list?
Nah, that's hard. I've not thought about it. I don't think I have.
You've never thought of it?
Yeah.
How do you celebrate Christmas, by the way?
I really don't. You know, and normally people say, when I said I was doing Rapperholic, they say, why are you not going to spend time with your family? You know, because I'll be entertaining people instead. You know, so, yeah, just spend at least, if it's a few hours with family, that's very important. I want to spend time with family. And then later on in the day, as you said, you know, Rapperholic, just to give the fans a gift on that day, just to give a full performance from Sarkodie. So if you love Sarkodie's music, you love Ghanaian music, 25th December, Conference Center is coming down.
Talking about Rapperholic, why are you still sticking with the venue regarding what happened last year over selling of tickets? What's the main reason sticking with it?
The type of show that we want to have, the stage that we want people to, the experience, it's hard to achieve that outside. And I think the newest venue is the Fantasy Dome. It doesn't have what we want to do. You know, Conference Center National Theatre has that, you know, feel. If we want to have like a bigger venue, but then again, we don't have that much options to choose from. So that is also another thing we can plead with, you know, government, because entertainment brings a lot of revenue, you know, to the country. So if that can be taken on by any, not just government, we always say government, but you know, individual people who want to invest in that, that's a lot of money. If we book every day, you're making money. So if you have a bigger venue, which has the feel of the conference center, definitely we'll move. But at this point, how we want to create the show is being the setup, you know, it's a whole art, and then it suits that venue, that's why.
Artists performing on the night?
Oh, a lot of people, but normally Rapperholic is not being promoted that way. We don't push too much for the artists coming because it's a Sarkodie concert. Anything that you get when you come is a plus. So a whole lot of artists that I've done music with, we would definitely perform. But definitely, ones that I can give out is all the artists on Bibiba, the new song. All these incredible, talented superstars are going to be there. So, yeah.
That has been trending for a while. Like, it is still trending.
Mm.
What really informed your choice of artists on this particular?
It was mainly the fans. I put it out and I asked people to tweet their names. So the frequent ones, I would DM. And so all of them were like mentioned, and then I DM'd them. 2 or 3 people I knew, but like the rest, I had to meet them the first day they came to record the record. And I was blown away that nobody took a down moment on the track. Everybody really came in with their A game, and I loved the song. Yeah.
what informed Sarkodie to which artist to even collaborate with, aside Bibiba for the fans?
If you're good, if I like the vibe, you know, if you can bring something different to the table, definitely I'm open to do collaborations. Yeah.
Okay, so on that note, it is all about Rapperholic happening soon. Let's take a look at how it went down in previous editions.
Let's go.
And that is Rapperholic, people. You definitely have to be at this particular edition because it promises to be bigger and better. But let me take you back to last year. What was the most memorable moment for you?
I would say the performance during Glory, when Young Girl came and then the guy was playing the sax or something. I loved that performance. It actually got me in tears. And that was when I really felt for, because I was backstage. People didn't know what happened because I didn't even have the chance to rehearse. And there was a whole lot that happened. And then the people queued and I heard people were like very mad. So I felt bad, so then I had to go on my knees and say, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. And that was a moment for me because I appreciate the fact that as much as they went through that, they still sat through the whole show till it was done. And that's real love from the fans. So that was the moment when I was performing that song.
And your highlight for this year, the year's almost ending, 2018?
Yeah, definitely getting married is one. Releasing Can't Let You Go featuring Kim Promise. And a whole lot. I think musically the fans wanted more, but then I had different plans to that because I was reserving a lot of music for 2019. Yeah, but I had a great year when, as far as personal relationships are concerned, I created bond with family. That's what I've really built this year. Yeah.
Talking about what you built, let me just also find out, especially with your journey, has there ever been a moment in your life where you felt like, this is it, let me just divert to something else?
No. I'm very stubborn with my dream. I'm the type of person I don't listen to anything. And I want to advise people to take that same path. There are things that you see, visions that you have that people can't understand and they are not supposed to understand. So you need to pursue on those things and not listen to anybody. So I'm very stubborn with it. It's rare you find me frustrated. I just keep my head up.
What are the 3 things you would say to up-and-coming talents never to pay attention to in their music career?
Not to pay attention to. I would definitely say people who doubt, what you see. And just the whole showbiz thing. You are in it, but don't fall for it too much. It's more realer than just showbiz. There's real life to be lived. So showbiz, if you fall in it too much, that can hurt. So I think you should avoid the whole, unnecessary, whatever that comes with showbiz. Yeah. Third one, I don't know. I think I need to think about it. Yeah.
I heard you are the best when it comes to making jollof.
Yes. At this point, there's nobody in the industry who can stand up to me.
What's the procedure?
If Okoro wants me to come on the show, Yvonne, I'll come. Don't worry.
What's the procedure, though? Briefly.
The procedure.
In cooking jollof, yes.
No, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So
my technique is a lot. So. Yeah.
Of course, okay. So it is all about Rapperholic, and as I said this year, if you miss out, the show is going to be litty with the artists coming on board and the surprises that Sarkodie has for you. You definitely have to be there, and I must say, I'm very honored to have you here. Thank
you.
you so much for your work so far, and we wish you the best in
Thank
your
you.
subsequent projects.
Thank you.